Cohen Ellis, Dylan Carter, Clayton Mayhard, Aiden Muser, Caleb Chris, Christian Pena, Josh Martin, Caden Arnold, Noah McQueen, Ryan Cottrell, Garrett Jordan, Cole Stillick, Robert Holman, Aaron Markson. Now the starting lineup for the Forney Jackrabbits. Number 14, Cal Salazar, left fielder. Number 6, Jaden Sonego, right fielder. Number 1, Lucas Ramsey, center fielder. Number 15, Dylan Dryman, shortstop. Number 12, Nick Castaneda, third baseman. Number 24, Landon Ritter, catcher. Number 8, Drew Cheney, first baseman. Number 7, Jackson Mount, designated hitter. Number 4, Tyler Chapman, second baseman. And number 9, Logan Wales, pitcher. Now the lineup for our Longview Lobos. Number 6, Hector Rodriguez. Number 8, Mason Booker. Number 9, Houston Rowe. Number 14, Carson Farley. Number 17, Evan Wagner. Number 23, Ryder Fretwell. Number 39, Cy Marsh. Number 22, Roman Jefferson. Starting lineup, number 12, Peyton Woods at left field. Number 3, Roman Guidry, right fielder. Number 1, Kiefer Doxey, pitcher. Number 5, Cole Ramey, first baseman. Number 13, Drew Flores, catcher. Number 4, Bryson Denning, shortstop. Number 19, Javeri Valentine, JV, center fielder. Number 2, Damian Kennedy, second baseman. Number 11, Carson Ford. Number 7, Lawson Tubb, third baseman. We're going to ask now that you stand up, take your hats off for the national anthem.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to Longview Game Day. I am Frank Sides, joined as always by Mr. Lobo himself, Keaton Daniels. How you doing, Keaton?
Man, I am doing great. The dogs are barking, the birds are chirping. It's a beautiful midday Saturday baseball weather. Couldn't ask for any other circumstances. I love it.
Yeah, that's Kiefer Doxey you're looking at. Kiefer is on the mound for the second time in district play. Made his pitching debut 1 week ago last night out in Rockwall. Pitched a pretty good game. It was a low-scoring affair. The Lobos just couldn't get any runs home in support of him. Just a heads up, the crowd mic today is going to be down lower than usual. The Forney broadcasters are here and set up there in the bleachers, so we don't want to pick up too much of what they've got to say. But if you're tuning in, we're going to show them how to stream in inclement weather today. I checked in Tuesday night. Lobo pulled off a extra innings comeback win.
So that's the reason why they showed up. They hate us because they ain't us, and they just want to see how it's done. Huh?
Well, I'm sure they don't necessarily want to see what ours looks like. But, you know, it is what it is, Keaton. There's a reason why Lobo Nation gets something nobody else does, Keaton.
Absolutely. Well, they get a front row seat. I hope you guys enjoy this as well as they do. If you're tuning in right now, go ahead and share this. Go ahead and let everybody know we got a Saturday midday baseball game going on, and it is coming to you live right now.
And this is a big one, man. This is a really, really tough baseball district, and you've got to be able to win winnable games if you want to make the playoffs. You've got a couple top 10 teams in the state in your district. You just beat this team, and now they're on the road at your place. You got to win this one. Kiefer Doxey's first pitch. He shows bunt. There's a breaking ball that catches the outside corner. That's the way we want to start it off. And this is Cal Salazar, the left fielder for the Jackrabbits, leading things off. And I told you earlier, I checked in on his start the other night. He was a little more breaking ball heavy than he was the last couple seasons. And he starts off Salazar with a breaking ball. That looks like a little cutter. Good bunt. Stays foul. Tubb is there, but out of his outstretched arms, and it's foul. And Kiefer's ahead 0-2. And we'll see if he's got a little bit more velocity this year than he had in previous seasons. You can already tell by looking at him here. The football program's put a little mass on him, Keaton.
Definitely has. Looking good.
He's always had the flow. Fastball, strike three called. Kiefer Doxey, one up, one down.
We'll take it. Excellent way to start this baseball game. Just letting you know the crowd that is here right now, they're enjoying it right now too.
Yeah, make your way out here. It's Saturday afternoon in Longview, Texas. You ain't got nothing better going on. I can promise you that.
It's a
Past
beautiful
lunch,
day.
before dinner.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful
Cloud
day
cover,
right now.
about 75 degrees. Jaden Samaniego. I'm assuming that's right. It's probably not, but ain't nothing I can do about it right now. Breaking ball misses inside 1-0. And Jaden is playing right field for this Jackrabbits team. And they're just as in need of a win here as the Lobos are. There's another breaking ball, but that one's going to bounce in there, and Kiefer falls behind 2-0.
2-0 hitters count here. That one just got a little bit, just went a little bit low as it bounced in the dirt.
And the girls had their district bye last night. That's why there was no softball final score. Ooh. The 2-0 runs in a little high and almost catches Jaden Samaniego in the head. So 3-0 here. I suspect Jaden's going to have the red light. Probably don't want to give one here to Keeper. And he's taken all the way, and it catches the top of the zone for a strike. And the girls, I didn't post an update, but they went back to Royce City to finish the game Wednesday. They started Tuesday and promptly gave up 7 unanswered and got 10 run ruled and left in 14 minutes. I was going to make the trip, Keaton.
Man.
Kind of glad I didn't.
Man, that would have been a tough trip to make. The game was over with before it even got started. Just unfortunate. Sometimes that's just the way the game is played, though.
Kiefer back to a 3-2 count now after 2 straight strikes. Fouls off a high fastball. And we'll come back and do the 3-2 all over again.
It's all right. Kiefer did a good job. He's been doing a good job right now, battling his way back, gotten into a full count, and we're going to live to fight another pitch at all, as that one was just fouled off.
Yeah, and Kiefer's made some quality starts for the Lobos last couple of years, and we're going to need him in his senior year. Breaking ball almost got him swinging, but he's going to take his base.
Oh,
ball 4.
See the way Drew was out there, trying to sell that call there, tagging him, but that is a mute point. It is a walk, bases on ball there.
And Lucas Ramey, center fielder, steps in. Kiefer throws over, but Samaniego is back in plenty of time. So Doxey set for the first pitch to Ramsey. Good rip at a fastball that caught the outside corner. He fouls it back to the net. And what we didn't see, or I didn't tell you guys about in that come from behind victory down in Forney Wednesday, was Drew Flores picking a golf second base, which represented the tie and run at extras. They still haven't seen the scouting reports. You can't stray off the base on that kid, man.
They don't know about Sniper Drew yet.
They do now, but it's too late. Doxey throws over again. I can't tell if Samaniego is wanting to run. He's straying way off the bag, but he hasn't made a move like he's going to go yet. And, again, we've talked about Drew's arm. I don't think he wants to be honest with you. The 0-1 coming. He's off. Drew, ooh. He would not have made it in safely, I can promise you that.
Nope, and that's strike 2 there.
So now Kiefer's ahead 0-2, but with the runner on first wanting to take off, do you really try to waste a pitch here and bury one and impact Drew's ability to throw a guy out?
He doesn't have a deep enough step to want to take off and steal enough for me.
0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Good heater up and in. And Kiefer Doxey's got the good stuff today.
Yep, 2 Ks so far. 2 out of the 3 batters have gone back to the dugout with strikeouts on their belt.
And almost had a check swing strikeout of the 2-0 hitter.
Yes, sir.
And Dylan Dryman, the shortstop, is going to step up to the plate here. Forney's last shot here in the first. Little breaking ball flared into right field. Right fielder's over, and the play's made out there. Who's out there in right field today? That's Roman Gidry. So the Lobos headed back to the dugout after a scoreless top of the first. We'll be right back here with some Lobo baseball on Longview Game Day.
We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let them reach the sky. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. Hickory down. Giving them all that we got. Kick on the door. Try to knock, but nobody answered. I'm going hard and taking my chances. I keep it moving. I keep advancing. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. Let's go.
Alrighty, welcome back. You got a good look at the opposing starting pitcher tonight. That's Logan Wells, the righty for Forney. And leading off for the Lobos today is going to be our left fielder, Peyton Woods. First time we've seen him in the leadoff spot this season. Throw down, and they're ready to roll here in the top of the, the bottom of the first. I'd like to see the Lobos come out here hot, get us some runs early, man.
Absolutely, especially with the way that Kiefer has started out on the mound. Would love to see us kind of double back on that with the hitting and do the same thing too, and kind of give him some runs.
And you see Peyton Woods trotting on up to the plate. The righty's going to lead off for the Lobos today.
Peyton Woods, left fielder.
Peyton's had some clutch hits for the Lobos a couple years he's been here. I think he came over from Athens early last year. First pitch to, a little breaking ball started at his face and broke back towards the plate, but missed. It's a good-looking curve or slurve there.
And Peyton just stood in place.
He was going to wear it. Get some veneers later.
Mm-hmm.
Fastball off the hands. That one kind of had a little two-seam action, didn't it?
Yep, came in on him, and you could tell it hit him too. He's shaking his hands a little bit.
I've only seen 2 pitches, but I can tell Logan Wells has some good stuff. A two-seam fastball running on the hands and that nice, sharp off-speed pitch. There's another two-seamer back in the hands. Lobos, if they haven't seen that yet this year, and they probably haven't, it's going to take a minute to adjust.
Yep, and you can tell Peyton he's talking to his teammates, kind of letting them know it's coming in on you.
Mm-hmm. And he starts off, and you can see he's standing on the far left of the mound. Whoa!
Breaking ball pitch there.
Disgusting curveball. That might have been a slider.
Yep.
Wow.
Tough, but excellent pitch there by Logan Wells.
Wow. So I've seen 4 pitches, and my suspicion is confirmed. This young man has some nasty stuff. The Friday night starter for Forney. It's going to bring up Roman Guidry, the lefty playing right field. I believe Roman's a sophomore. But from what I've seen early this year, going to be a really, really good ball player. And that two-seamer misses very wide. And Keaton, we might be in for a pitcher's duel today. And he can't get on top of that one either.
Yep, losing his first 2 pitches of this at bat.
Yeah.
Wide right.
And that big swooping slider isn't quite as effective against lefty hitters, and he's not going to go to it, doesn't look like.
Everything is just away. And
you can see how much that tails away.
Yes, sir.
And Guidry's in a spot here against a good starter that even if coach told you could swing, you probably don't want to. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. And it's 3-1. And again, Keaton asked you earlier, and I'm going to ask you again, if you could click share, let's get as many people watching these Lobos as we could today. That'd be awesome. As Guidry swings through a good fastball. Count's full.
And this pitcher, he's actually working pretty fast, too.
Mm-hmm. Look like a college pitcher, man. Good fastball misses away, and he's gone away from the two-seamer since he missed with the first 3 and coming back with the four-seam, the straight ones, and he's catching the plate with him. So Guidry forced him back to the plate, and he's got something a little straighter he can hit if he can time it up.
Yep.
Full count pitch again. Breaking ball, disgusting pitch. My goodness gracious.
Painted the corner there, got the umpire's call there.
I mean, even if you knew what he was throwing, where it was going to end up, you still couldn't do anything with it. That's disgusting.
No, that was a tough pitch. and 9 times out of 10, me and you both would have laid off that as well.
I mean, disgusting. He framed it really well behind the plate. Kiefer Doxey. Oh, back up the middle from the 3-hole line drive to the second baseman. Play is made, and the Lobos are down in order. We'll be back for the top of the second here in just a second on game day.
I'm attorney Marty Young. When you or your loved ones are involved in a catastrophic accident, hire the law firm with a proven track record.
In the last 25 years, no law firm has achieved our results in and out of the courtroom. You need and want to hire the lawyers who get proven results that insurance companies and corporations know about, that insurance and corporations are afraid of. Don't make the mistake of hiring a law firm who is not feared by the insurance industry. We truly hope you never need us, but if you do, we're here to help.
Nick Castaneda, the third baseman for Forney, is going to lead things off here in the top half of the second after Logan Wales shut the Lobos down in the first.
And Frank, you talking about a pitcher's duel. Judging from the first inning, we definitely gonna be in for one.
Hope so. That's usually quicker too, Keaton. It is a Saturday. One that I wasn't necessarily planning on working. What about you?
No, I definitely wasn't planning on it, but being outdoors in this beautiful element, I'm loving it.
Ooh, a little cutter from Kiefer. He's got it going. So you're right. There's not many places I'd rather be than here, to be honest with you. I mean, I
Could be a whole lot worse.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. I mean, me and Shep on the golf course would be a little better, but hey, duty calls, man. Kiefer misses with the secondary offering. Looked like a slider or a curve that he just didn't get on top of. 1 and 2.
Breaking pitch just didn't break enough there.
That's a good looking off-speed pitch, but it just misses the zone. 2-2. I got a whole new setup this week, Keaton. I got my fan on my computer. We almost lost the stream last Tuesday because of the heat.
Should be good to go today then, for sure.
That's close. Drew thought he had it, but it's full. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Remember the days of streaming from the concrete out there?
Man, I can imagine what's going on right now.
I was wondering why I was always going home with migraine headaches.
The heat definitely drains you, as you see with the computer.
Full count pitch coming to Castaneda. Fouled out of plate. And that's the thing with Doxy today. If he can just keep it in the zone, we'll be just fine. Make these guys earn it. Got a really, really good defense behind you out there.
Absolutely.
Nothing in the air is getting down probably. We've seen Denning play shortstop.
Definitely got some capable arms out there. Some good athletes.
3-2 again. That misses, bounces in.
So the leadoff batter gets on the base with the walk. Nobody's yet to get a hit. This is Kiefer's second walk of the ball game. Love to see him just continue to keep pitching with confidence right now, as he's been doing so far to start this game.
And Landon Ritter, lefty catcher, steps in. At some point, you're going to see Forney decide to lay one down and move a runner over the old-fashioned way. Kiefer throws over, but he's back in time.
Had a moment of pause there to kind of lure everybody to sleep and catch that runner on first.
Yeah, Doxy's got a good move, and as long as you keep him close, Drew's got a shot to help you out on the back end if they do it. He does show bunt. And the ball sails over his head. Drew catches it off the concrete, but not in time to throw down.
Nothing Drew could do there about trying to contest that runner as the ball just gets away. We luckily gets it to bounce right back to him.
Shows bunt again, and that misses. It's going to be 2-0 now.
2-0 count now. The runner in scoring position. Nobody out for this Forney Yellow Jackets or Jackrabbits. Yellow Jackets, Jackrabbits, wherever you want to call it.
They're in yellow. So the 2-0 pitch now, runner in scoring position. He's still going to show bunt. He gets one down, fielded by Doxy, who typically plays second base. Easily converts that to an out, but the runner advances to third with less than 2 outs. So now Forney's just looking for a ball put in play here for an early lead.
Absolutely. Something that is hit preferably to the right side of the field or behind that runner there is definitely going to be looking to score him. Hopefully get an opportunity where you get a short pop-up or infield pop-up. or something deep enough that this runner has to stay at home. That'll be a win for the Lobos.
Yeah, and these are the type of runs that just irk you, man. First pitch from Doxy's a breaking ball that misses away. What I mean by that, Keaton, is we started off the leadoff man 0-2, walked him, wild pitch, got him to second, bunted him to third. Mm-hmm. And you're just letting them score without having to earn it.
Yes, sir.
Now the infield's back, so they're going to give up a run here on an infield on a.
Go for.
Tubb thought about coming home, but unfortunately he didn't think he could make that play. So the Lobos will give up the run but take the out.
Yeah, I think just that little opportunity or just that little hesitation. If you had to think about it, take the safe throw, go to first base to get the second out. We'll worry about that one run later.
Jackson Mount, number 7, DH.
So Jackson Mount hitting in the 8 hole tonight. The designated hitter for the Jackrabbits is going to represent the third out here. If Doxy can make a couple good pitches, ground ball up the middle. Denning is there, and it gets through the glove. That is an uncharacteristic error out there by the senior shortstop.
Very much so there. Somebody that routinely can make that throw in his sleep, make that throw and grab. It's an unfortunate there that it just does not look it in, and that is going to be an E6 all day long.
Mm-hmm. So this half inning by the Lobos, a little bit sloppier than we're used to, but only one run in, long way to go in this one. We see them come back from early deficits all the time. Keaton, it's almost like the game plan.
True.
Kiefer with a good throw over, almost got him. That was close.
That was.
Got a really good move over there.
Very quick, too.
And this is Tyler Chapman, I believe, hitting the 9 hole. And we talk about it a lot across the street. You don't want to turn the lineup over here. Give him a chance to kind of pour it on. So just stay in the zone and make this kid hit his way on. You know, obviously not disparaging the 9-hole hitter, but Keaton, let's be honest.
You're there for.
He's hitting in the 9 hole.
Yep, you're there for a reason.
And he takes a curveball for a first pitch strike. Or maybe a slider. I have to ask Kiefer what he calls that. Little two-seamer. You're out, buddy. No, the high was the throw was high. It was on time.
Yep, just too high there. Here I am, kick back, relax, because I know he was going to be out. But once I saw Bryson have to jump for it, I knew it was going to be tough for us to be able to tag him out. And he is safe.
I can't see the scoreboard, but I think they called that a ball. Oh, yeah, it was outside. 1-1 now, runner in scoring position, and Chapman still at the plate. Going to throw behind him. And that gets away from the second baseman, but not far enough for Mount to advance. So, again, just going to come down to one good pitch here to get us out of this little mini jam and back into the dugout. And I haven't looked at the schedule yet, Keaton. I believe we'll be back here on Tuesday night, but I'm not 100% sure.
Back-to-back home games. I'm sure Coach Goldman would like that.
Big swing and a miss. Looked like an off-speed pitch that was probably a ball. 1-2.
1-2, 2 outs here. Got a runner in scoring position. If you're Kiefer, I wouldn't worry about him, but just my concern is to get this out right now and get myself back into this dugout.
Grounder to third. Tubb fields it cleanly. Throws over to Ramey, and that does it for the top of the second. Forney takes an early 1-0 lead. We'll be back for the bottom of the second here in 30 seconds on Longview Game Day. everybody. Welcome back.
Cole Ramey.
Cole Ramey,
Number 5, first
the
base.
cleanup hitter and first baseman for the Lobos. This senior season's taken to hitting cleanup for the Lobos and doing really well at it. Little two-seamer runs it on him.
Yep, and you can tell Forney has been scouting this Lobo team out as their infield is shaded to the left as you see the second baseman line. That is the second baseman, number 4, lined up over to the shortstop side.
And that misses low because Cole's so tall. Keaton, I thought they banned this shift. What happened?
They're getting away with it a little bit.
Just in the majors.
Yeah.
So Cole ahead 2-0 here. Hard hit right at the shortstop, though. And unfortunately, I think that was an out, whether they were shifted or not.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard.
Good at bat.
No, yeah.
Next up to bat.
Cole, you continue to keep swinging that bat like that. Sometimes you're just going to hit them where people are. So
He went 3 for 3 the other night. And bad luck to start off here tonight as Drew Flores, the senior catcher, steps in. Looking to kind of get things going in district play. He takes a first pitch, little slider that catches the inside part of the plate. He's behind 0-1.
Well, now it's a good time to have a good time. Looking forward to see Drew getting himself together here. This kid we have the utmost confidence in.
A good kid, too.
Yep.
One now to Flores. Man, if he's catching that corner with that pitch, he's just going to be tough to hit, Keaton.
Yeah, man. He's dotting that spot with ease.
Looks like he's a fastball, two-seam fastball, slider curve guy, and that's crazy at the high school level. Drew reaches for the slider. Oh, they're going to ring him up.
Not a call as Lobos we like to see there as he checks swing.
He up down at first. Says he went.
Yep.
Next batter up, Bryson Denning, number 4.
Here comes Bryson right now coming up to bat, looking to kind of make up for his mistake in the last half inning.
Those pink or red batting gloves. Takes a rip at a.
We'll go with pink.
And Wales starts him off with a nasty first pitch slider. Tailing away from Denning. And I wish I had a velocity on the two-seamer. It looks like it's coming in there a solid 89, 90 miles an hour.
You can definitely hear that pop on the catcher's mitt for sure.
Another tight slider. That one almost looks like a cutter. He might be rocking 5 pitches today. Because there's the big sweeping slider and then the short, tight one that's closer to a cutter.
Yeah, he has that thing moving, that's for sure.
There it is again. Denning can't hang on, and my goodness, quick 1-2-3 inning for Logan Wells. We'll be back with the top of the third here in just a second on game day.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
Alrighty, here we're back. Top of the third, and Kiefer Doxey will see the top of the order for the second time, and Cal Salazar, the left fielder for the Forney Jackrabbits. I recall Cal struck out to begin the game, but I'm not keeping score, so I could be very wrong.
No, you are correct. He did.
And Kiefer starts him off with some sort of breaking ball that stays up. And he's going to miss with the heater.
So last half inning, or the last inning, Kiefer had to work himself out of a couple things. So far, he's kind of gotten himself into a little trouble with the 2-0 count here.
Ground ball up the middle. Looks like it's going to, Denning makes the play, but not enough time to make the throw over.
Heck of a stop there, heck of an effort. That ball would just hit right up the middle.
It's going to go into the scorebooks as an infield single. Denning kind of showing off those defensive chops. The dive and stop. Good play. It would have been awesome if that had been a slower runner. He could have got him, but you're not getting the leadoff man, Keaton.
Absolutely right.
And Jaden Samaniago, I believe, the right fielder. Kiefer throws over. I wonder if they're going to ask this young man to lay one down here and try to manufacture another run.
Yep.
Big hole over there between first and second if he chooses to wait on one, but it's a lot harder, a lot easier said than done. First pitch to this right fielder. Shows bunt. Misses high. Had a feeling that was coming. Keaton?
Yep, just a throwaway pitch there. See if you're going to tilt your hand there.
And I don't know if they're up on the scouting report that Kiefer is a middle infielder when he's not pitching, so he'll know what to do with this. Pulls the bunt back. And deuces ball 2. And if you've never been out here to the Lobo Baseball Complex, man, you need to come check it out. It's family friendly. There's kids playing catch and chasing each other up the hill and tripping over my internet wire. All kinds of room outside of. There's a soccer field over there. Tennis balls get thrown over the fence constantly. There's a bunt. Drew's going to field it on the plate. They're going to call it fair. Easy play down to first base. We'll take a free out. I think Forney's going to argue that was foul, but they're going to lose that argument.
Yep, but they should be happy about the outcome of the situation. They get a runner in scoring position.
That's right, for the 3 and 4 guys in the lineup.
One out. Next batter up, Lucas Ramsey.
I mean, that was a perfect bunt if you're trying to get the runner to second.
Yep.
There's nowhere else Drew could have gone with that one.
Not at all.
So Lucas Ramsey, the center fielder, got a chance to drive in run number 2 here if he can find a hole. And he rips one foul. Out of play.
Early there, hard foul, out of play. Everybody is going to come back to where we are. We're going to start out with the strike here.
Tell you what, Keaton, it was disgusting outside about an hour ago. It was still raining, cloudy, wind blowing, and it's cleared out. Popped up way up in the air. Who's there? Denning's underneath it.
Yep, he had time to put his shades on, track that
play.
ball up in the sky. Come away with a out there. That is out number 2 here.
And Keaton, if you're going to give up a ball in play, a pop-out's the one you want.
Especially to a number 3 hitter here.
Yeah.
Now you got to get the job done by getting the cleanup guy out.
Those infield pop-ups are converted to outs 99% of the time. And Dylan Dryman, the shortstop, is going to have to try to clean up this for Forney if they're going to score a run. First pitch breaking ball from Kiefer. And he is on it with that right now. Strike 1.
Yep, good spot there. Love where he got that ball to connect that.
Oh, 1. Fastball up and in. He took a good rip at it and fouled it back to the net. He was at it, had it timed up. Now you've adjusted his eye level, Keaton. If you start him out with something about that level that's going to drop to the bottom of the zone, I think you got a shot to get him swinging here. So if I'm Drew and Kiefer's got a curveball, I think I'm throwing it here 0-2. It might even bounce it. That's what he does. Strike 3, swinging! And we're going to head to the bottom of the 3rd. Kiefer Doxey strikes out Dryman to end the 3rd. You're watching Lobo Baseball on Longview Game Day.
Hi, I am Emily Kidwell Ramey, Longview's local independent insurance agent. I specialize in home, auto, life, and commercial. I'd be more than happy to help you with any of your insurance needs. And go Lobos.
All right, Javori Valentine leads things off for the Lobos in the third. Around here they call him JV. Now that he's on varsity, it's not necessarily an insult anymore, Keaton. Swings through a first pitch breaking ball. And the first time seeing this kid, there's no other way around it. Keaton, the Lobos are just going to have some trouble. Once we see him the second, third time, things will start happening.
Yep, he's 6 up, 6 down there with a multitude of strikeouts.
Yeah.
In his belts. He's been dealing so far the first 2 innings.
Yeah, and in the non-district tournament, you probably don't run into Forney very often. So, and if you do, they're not going to start this kid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, first time seeing him, it's going to be some trouble. JV's behind 0-2. He put a good swing on that, fouled it hard, out of play, right at Coach King's little cart down there. Hopefully he's okay. We want Coach King here as long as he can be here.
Coach King is fast enough. I'm sure he was going to move that thing out the way.
Wear it. He'll come to school Monday with a big shiner before he'll admit it hurt. JV stays alive. He fouls off the 1-2 pitch, so we'll come back and do that again here. And on top of Logan Wells having quality stuff today, the pitch count is disgustingly low. Good pitch. JV puts it in play. Foul again. So he's just a little bit behind, and I suspect that's because he knows there's a nasty breaking ball lurking up here somewhere.
Well, he's doing a good job of battling so far. Fouled off the last 2 pitches, keeping the count at 1-2. So
looking for the breaking stuff and reacting to the fastball, which is what you want to do. And there's the fastball again, in on his hands. He pops him up. Second baseman calls off the first baseman and makes the play easily. JV's down after a pretty good fight there.
Saw some pitches there, kind of give everybody else a chance to look and see hopefully what he's got as he's kind of worked them throughout the count a little bit deeper than what he's been doing so far.
And Damian Kennedy playing second base today for the Lobos. His first at bat today, his first time seeing Mr. Wells. A lot of youngsters on this Lobo team. They're going to be pretty good. I think that was a changeup. Keaton hadn't seen one of those yet. That is scary.
Yeah, definitely caught him slipping there.
So I've seen and there's a tight slider. So for reference, Keaton, I believe I've seen a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, a changeup, a slider, a cutter, and I don't know if I've seen a curveball yet. But either way, this young man's commanding at least 5 pitches right now. Ooh, a nasty slider.
Just having his way with our batter so far.
The next break, I'm going to Google this young man's name. He's got to be committed to pitch somewhere.
Yeah, he's impressive watching him work.
Obviously, he's not a Lobo, so we can't root for him, but this is fun to watch. As long as we keep holding them to 0. 2-seamer almost came back and caught the plate. This is Carson Ford, DHing today for the Lobos.
One of the few lefties that we have up.
He takes a little two-seamer that runs away, 2-0.
If you remember early in that bat, when he was going against Guidry, I believe, he was kind of going away from him with the two-seam. And then he just kind of started throwing the four-seam at him.
Ford swings through the 2-0 pitch. Puts it in play. Dribble to shortstop. He fields it cleanly and throws over, and the Lobos are 3 up, 3 down again. So we're going to head to the top of the fourth. 1-0 ball game here at Lobo Baseball Field. You're watching the Lobos on game day. Welcome back for the top of the fourth, and we have found Mr. Logan Wells' information. He's committed to Cisco Junior College and was the 6A pitcher of the week last week. Do a no-hitter, 7 inning pitches, 0 hits, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts.
So 10 consecutive scoreless innings so far, at least that we know of.
Absolutely. Maybe more.
Yep, maybe more from his last outing.
And this is Nick Castaneda. Takes the first pitch from Doxy high for a ball. And there's a strike.
Ball thrown with a lot of pop there. Pitchers duel that we have going on so far here.
Speaking of not a pitcher's duel, right now in Yankee Stadium, the Yankees have 7 home runs in 3 innings, and the Major League record is 10 in a game. So what do you think, Eaton? We're going to have a position player on the mound at some point. They're going to get to 12.
Oh, yeah. Early on in the season, yep, you're going to see they're trying to see a pitcher.
Ball's hit hard in the left field, but I think Peyton Woods is underneath it. He's not. He's going to one-hop over the wall. And Castaneda's in there with a ground rule double.
Lead off batter there gets a hard hit ball out there to left field. Peyton couldn't gather it as the wind is blowing out into left field.
It sure is.
Couldn't track it, but ball bounces over and goes over the fence.
A well-hit ball. And Landon Ritter, the catcher, who his last time up was in the exact same situation. Runner on second, nobody down. They opted to, actually on first, they opted to bunt him to second. And he reached second via the first pitch, wild pitch. So let's see if they ask Ritter to do it again. Gets him at a third with only 1 down. Letting him swing. Kiefer misses inside with a fastball. And again, one more time, click share for us. Let's get as many folks watching this early afternoon baseball game here in Longview, Texas. Doxy's 1-0. That's in there. Shows bunt. Little breaking ball. That's a nasty pitch. Strike 2. I know we talked about it last stream, but I really like the Lobos cream home jerseys with the Rockin' L as the L and Lobos on the front. It's cool.
Yes, sir. I'm definitely a fan of it as well.
Get us one of those. I'm going to let you do that. Have that conversation. Those go better for you than for me.
Hopefully they get new jerseys next year, then we can work it out.
1-2. Fouled. Sticks around home plate.
If I had my choice to choose one of those numbers, I like that number 1. That number 1 is out there pitching.
Yeah. Well, I think you might be closer to my size than yours, though.
Yeah, I think so, too. But I'm not going to wear it. I can just
No,
hang
okay.
it up.
I thought you were going to rock it on a Saturday night. 1-2 again. This is Landon Ritter, the catcher. Hit into center field. That's going to fall in front of JV. It's fading away from him. One hopped. Almost got over his head, but he's able to get it back into the infield before the run scores. So
yeah, that was just a little hesitation on his part, of the runner's part, him not knowing where the ball was going to be hit at, and so being safe at third instead of being thrown out. Coach holds him up, and no need to let him run home with no outs. But now you have runners on the corner here.
So Aaron Judge has 3 home runs. 8 runs batted in. Talking like he's playing in this game.
Judge is just doing Judge things there.
Uh-oh. So Lobos, going to be honest here, in a bit of a trouble. Drew Cheney, number 8, steps in. Runners on the corners, nobody down. And the Lobos are going to have to come up with some magic here from Doxy to get out of this jam. In an ideal world, he induces a pop-up here and goes strikeout, Keaton, but not always an ideal world. He shows bunt, Cheney does, the first baseman. We'll take it if he does give us a free one. Drew throws down behind the runner. They're going to cut that off before he gets there because they didn't want the runner coming home. I can't tell if he called that a ball or strike. Do you know, Keaton?
No, we're finna see right here.
So now we've got 2 runners in scoring position.
Wow. Oh, no, he called it a strike.
So 0-1 now on Drew Cheney with runners on second and third, nobody down. Forney leading by a run. Lobos on the other side of things, 9 up, 9 down. Breaking ball from Doxy misses. I told you in a break earlier that I don't think, let me rephrase that, I think it's going to be difficult for the Lobos to win one if Forney gets up to 4 or 5 runs.
Yeah.
Just the way Wells is pitching today.
Yeah, man, he's been working effortlessly right now.
Ground ball into the hole. Denning with a good dive and stop keeps it from getting into left field, but an infield single is going to drive in the second run of the game.
Good thing about it, he got a chance to slow that ball down from getting into the outfield, keeping that runner at second, not advancing him. But that was a mute point for the runner that's on third. He scores easily, brings his total up to 2-0 right now. Still no outs. Kiefer has some work to do.
And the 8-hole hitter, Jackson Mount, comes to the plate here.
Got the bottom of this lineup right here where you definitely
got a
need
couple
to
on,
confer some outs.
couple in, no down. There's a couple things you could do here. A bunt makes some sense, letting him swing away, but let's see what the Forney coach decides to do. He shows bunt, shows it early. Pulls it back, hits it to the second baseman, fielded cleanly to Denning. Not enough time to throw over. They get the first out the short way.
1 out there now. You got runners on the corners.
You do for Tyler Chapman, the second baseman. Again, we mentioned earlier, hitting the 9-hole. Lobos were able to get him out last time, I believe. He grounded out, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Again, got too much going on up here to be keeping score too, Keaton. Tell you what we would like, though, an out.
Definitely need us out. Hopefully a double play here.
Yeah, after all of this, it's still only a 2-0 game.
Yep, I believe we have a
pinch runner.
Yep.
Going to run for the DH. They've got so many reserve players that we just couldn't write them all down. So that is number 26 out there at first base.
Aaron Merkson.
Aaron Merksen is going to run for Forney. And I think this time, if they try to take off here and steal a run, I think Goldman's going to let him go ahead and try to tag the runner at second. Let me rephrase that. I have no idea what he's going to do. But it's what I would do.
I'm going to say, if you're going to throw it out there, I think it's worth the shot to try to get that out.
So 1 down. Big lead. He throws behind him, and he's back in plenty of time. Again, Kiefer's got a really good mood today to first. He's going to get somebody.
He's getting a big lead there.
Chapman. Oof.
He's going to get
close.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting Merksen over there, the runner at first base. He's getting a big lead.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go. Kiefer looks him over. Chapman shows bunt. He's going to lay it down. It's a really good one, fielded by Doxey. He's going to get the out at first, but the run's going to score on the bunt single, or the bunt, RBI bunt.
That was a textbook perfect bunt there. Bunting it down the first base line, where the only person that can get there is the pitcher. Everybody is advancing the way that they need to. It was just the perfect way you want to draw that play up.
Yeah. Well played half inning here by the Jackrabbits. You get a couple on for the bottom of the order, and you find a way to push 2 across. Now the leadoff man, Salazar, with 2 outs now, got a chance to kind of blow this one open if he can find a gap here. Like you said earlier, a lot of wind blowing out to left center. Doubt he's got enough pop to get one out of here towards the scoreboard, but he gets one that direction in the air, it's going to carry it. And that's not a knock on this young man. There's not a whole lot of hitters in the state that can go opposite field at this particular ballpark, Keaton. It's huge.
Yeah. Big,
I mean, we're 340 down the lines.
Yep. This is a big high school field here.
And I've shot that center field wall with my golf rangefinder. I'll tell you something. I think 400 is conservative. Uh-oh, Drew throws behind him. Bounces off the hitter, the runner.
Yep. And if that ball just didn't hit the runner, I believe Bryson would have been, we would have had a good chance at tagging him.
And if you recall, Drew erased the potential tie and run like that Wednesday in Forney in extra innings. Merksen with another big lead, but Denning is kind of playing behind him. There's a breaking ball that misses high. Again, not the end of the world. The Lobos were down 4-0 Tuesday, I believe, before the play was postponed until Wednesday. But Logan Wells wasn't on the mound. Throw behind the runner. Almost threw that one into center field. It's time to quit worrying about him, Keaton. I doubt he's going to take off and steal third base here. If he does, you just throw him out, right?
He better get a big jump if that's the case.
Not going anywhere. Doxey misses with the 2-1. Way behind now to Salazar with the right fielder, Samaniego, waiting on deck. And Doxey loses Salazar.
So his biggest inning right now that he's thrown pitch count wise, Kiefer's had himself in a little trouble here. He's giving up 2 runs so far. We are still at 2 outs. Runner at first and second now. And we're at the number 2 hitter here in the lineup. His 3rd time seeing Kiefer.
That's right, Samaniego. Wind still blowing straight out. Lobos now down 3-0. 2 outs, though. 2 on here in the top of the 4th. First pitch misses high. So Kiefer for having his first bout of struggle with his command today here in the 4th. But remember, all it takes is one good pitch to get us out of a jam.
Yes, sir.
And that was Kiefer's 4th pitch of the outing. Still got plenty in the tank. Plenty left if they want to let him keep going. 2-0 now to Samaniago. 2 on, 2 down. Little breaking ball. Kiefer wanted it, but ball 3. Now we got 3-0 hitter Ramsey on deck. And if Kiefer misses the zone again, we're going to have the bases loaded here.
Yes, sir.
Be in real trouble. And he does. Bounces that one in.
You can tell he's frustrated with himself right now. As soon as he threw that pitch, he saw the direction it was going, so he had his head down. He's frustrated. Coach Goldman is taking time out here as he's walking out to kind of get him under composed again. Again, just need one out here to be able to get ourselves out of this inning.
Coach Goldman brings the infield in. Well, it doesn't bring the infield in. Scratch that. It's just Cole, Drew, and Kiefer on the mound. Talking their way through how we're going to approach this Lucas Ramsey at bat.
It's a 3-hole hitter here for Forney, and for what it's worth, the top of the lineup really hasn't done much for Forney, from as far as production wise, scoring wise. So hopefully he can get himself out of this.
Yeah, you're right.
Bases loaded situation.
Those 3 runs have been manufactured by the bottom half.
Yep.
But all it takes is one swing here to change that narrative real quick, you know it?
Yes, sir.
Doxy, let's see if they kind of lean exclusively on the breaking stuff here. All right. Bases loaded now, 2 down. Lobos trailing by 3. Needing to get out of this jam to have a chance to stay in this one. First pitch from Doxy. Looked like a secondary offering. I can't tell from here, but it misses low. There's a strike. Yeah, it was a changeup on the first pitch. So, first pitch changeup to Ramsey misses. The 1-0 fastball does not, and it's 1-1. There's a good heater.
There you go there. 1-2 count here.
It looked like he might have been sitting on something off speed there. We do have some action in the Lobo bullpen. Houston Rowe is up and warming. But if Doxy can get out of this jam here, I suspect we'll see him again in the 5th. But big pitch coming. 1-2 to Ramsey. Fastball. Big rip at it. Fouls it straight back to the net. And Rowe came in Wednesday and closed the door on these Jackrabbits in relief.
It's a very capable pitcher in your bullpen right now.
Lefty with pretty good stuff. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Doxy set, Ramsey at the plate. Little number foul.
Stays foul. Stays foul too.
If you can get it up there, be sure you get it up there. I think the high fastball here gets us out of this jam. Let's see what Mr. Flores decides to call. Ooh, it was a little cutter or slider.
Yep.
In on the hands, it misses.
Yep, trying to push him in there.
Good take. It's 2-2 now. And you can see the pace is kind of slowed to a crawl here. Two swung on and missed. It was a changeup. And Doxy gets out of a huge jam. Lobos only trail by 3. We'll see if they can start the comeback when we get back here for the bottom of the 4th on game day.
We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let 'em reach the sky. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices we got. Kicked on the door, tried to knock, but nobody answered. I'm going harder, taking my chances. I keep it moving, I keep advancing. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. Let's go.
Top of the order due up here for your Lobos, but Logan Wells, the senior starting pitcher for Forney, has faced 9 Lobos and retired every single one of them. And if I can be honest with you, it hasn't looked like he's broken a sweat, Keaton.
Definitely hasn't worked hard out there.
Working 5-6 pitches, commanding them all. First pitch to Woods, the second time he's seen him, is a fastball. Four-seamer up in the zone. Peyton Woods swings through it.
A lot of swinging misses.
This is what they look like here. The kind of kid that's going to take you deep in the playoffs. Comes back with an 0-1 slider. It was coming back to the plate, and Woods fouls it back. Just got some pristine command of 4, 5, 6 different pitches. It's got to be honest, I'm impressed by this young man early in this one.
That makes 2 of us.
0-2. Slider. No chance, unfortunately, for Woods there. Not just Woods, anybody, Keaton.
Yeah, man. This pitcher, Logan Wells, is just wheeling and dealing so far. Everybody that's coming up, say it for what it's worth. He's got a no-hitter going so far.
I'd almost say he's been perfect. 10 up, 10 down, and it's over now.
Hey, there's that good announcer's jinx. We'll take that.
Love it.
As the Lobos get their first hit.
Roman Guidry flares a single into left field. Maybe we can put some pressure on this young man.
Yep, the lefty gets that ball over the third baseman here. And here we go here. We got some action here. The crowd is waking up.
The perfect game. The no-hitter's gone, and the Lobos are at the 3-4-5 spot in the order, Keaton. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen here.
Absolutely. You're going to have to make them work out of the stretch now.
Last thing you want to do is give him an out on the bases here. So Kiefer Doxey's in with a chance to help himself. He was on a fastball his first time up, drove it towards the gap, but right at the second baseman.
First pitch that he was swinging at last time.
We get under that one, send it to the wall here to that Raising Cane's sign. We're within 2.
Yes, sir.
Guidry's got speed over on first base. So first pitch to Doxey from Logan Wells with a runner on first now. Lobos' first base runner of the night. He takes a 2-seamer that comes back across the outside corner for strike number 1. And I suspect if this young man were 3 inches taller, Keaton, he'd be going to Tennessee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Something the Lobos struggle with at times. You know what I mean? Not struggle with, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, because he's –
some of our football players, if they were a couple inches taller, Casey Brooks would be out at Georgia. You know what I mean?
I mean, easily one of the top linebackers that played
Brooks
this
would
year.
be running for Oregon.
Yeah, man.
Lobos get everything they can out of their athletes around here. But anyway, it's 1-1 now to Doxey. Runner on first. Big hole between first and second. And they're pitching him away, Keaton. So got a shot to shoot it through there because he did the first time up.
Yeah, man. If he's pitching you away, you're going to take it. If it's in the zone, you're going to take it to where it's going. And that's pretty much opposite field there.
Come on, Doxey. 2-1. Get something to hit and drive it. Throws over. Guidry's back in time. He's got a pretty good move, too. Hit hard into left field.
There you go. Excellent job there being patient with that at bat by Kiefer Doxey.
Here come those scrappy, annoying Lobos. Not annoying to us, obviously, but to opposing pitchers, they just won't go away, Keaton, ever.
And here we go with a pinch run here.
The run for Doxey. They're going to send out number 8, Mason Booker.
Excellent job there by Kiefer. Been pitched. He was pitching him away that whole at bat. And once he finally pitched him in, Kiefer gets a hold of it and hits it so hard in between shortstop and third baseman, and neither one of them can move and make a play at it.
In steps the senior first baseman, the hero from Wednesday night. He was 3 for 3, drove in the tying run down to the last strike. A throw behind. Oh, no. Oof. I think he got him, Keaton, but we'll take it.
We would definitely take it there.
Even the manager of Forney's coming out like, wait, you sure about that?
Play calling caught him off guard.
Caught everybody. I didn't even change the cameras. It caught me off guard.
Yep.
You can't see second base in that shot, but oof, that's close. Either way, first pitch coming to Ramey. He showed us he's got some power. Our first stream, one hop the wall with this wind blowing out.
And the last hit that he had was hit so hard.
He turned on
shortstop. Yep.
Turned on the Jets almost too hard. He fell around second base.
But the shift is off here with runners on first and second. So
come on, find a hole, Cole. First pitch to Ramey, and he's going to call time. Seems like every stream we have, Keaton, just something. It's a barn burner.
Here we go.
I love it though.
I mean, the wind. This is the perfect time to get one of those big hits. The wind blowing out through the center field.
He's playing a little shallow, isn't he?
Yep, too shallow.
First pitch to Ramey. He tries to go away with it and misses. Good job by the catcher there, keeping these Lobos from advancing.
Here we go here. Lobos in a good opportunity here to get a good hit here to kind of rally themselves back. I mean, the infield is very, very shallow. That if he hits the ball over their head, you're scoring 2 easily.
Cole.
Looks like we got a wardrobe malfunction here. That's the catcher. It's kind of stealing some time here.
Ramey is back in. Sorry, Keaton, I was trying to find some more phone there. All right, 1-0 pitch coming finally to Ramey. Runners on first and second. One down here in the fourth. Lobos trailing by 3. Cole represents the tie and run here early in this one. Looking to hit something hard. Curveball. Or slider, one of the two, catches the inside part of the plate.
Started out right in the zone.
Face,
yep. And then it breaks away.
Yeah.
Cole has seen that pitch. He knows to stay in on it.
As hard as he throws that heater, it's tough, man, when that starts at your face. You trying to go to prom with a black eye?
It is that time.
He steps off again. Yep. I wonder if there's some miscommunication or they're just having trouble figuring out what to do with Cole here. This is what I was talking about earlier, just putting a little pressure on this young man and seeing how he reacts.
Well, you're kind of breaking his focus here.
Because he's been in rhythm all day, just working quick. 1-1 to Ramey. Same pitch, same result. Impossible to stay in there, Keaton. It just is.
Now Cole has to stay in now.
Now he's got to protect against that.
Absolutely.
So a heater on the outside part of the plate going to be impossible to catch up to. Let's see what Wells decides to do here.
Probably going to go right back to that pitch again and just see what Cole's going to do.
Got him leaning. 1-2 now. Flores waits on deck. Heater. Threw it past him. It's just had him set up for it. Keaton executed perfectly.
Yep. You could tell he was definitely late on it because he had him up there thinking.
Of course, yeah. How could you not? On you 2 nasty sliders to start the at bat. Now Flores is going to have to do it with 2 outs.
With a very capable hitter here.
I just suspect this Forney team's not going to give you anything. Haven't seen a whole lot of mistakes from him on our stream or checking in on them Tuesday night. First pitch to Flores now from Wells. Swung and missed. Looked like a little cutter running away from Flores there.
Love to see him get a deep shot here to center field. Catch these guys slipping.
Yeah, that was the tight slider. He may have two sliders. I'm not sure what he'd call that. There it is. Drew rips it to left center field. It's going to get past the center fielder. At least 2 runs are going to score. Drew rounded second base. Goldman's going to send him to third. And the Lobos score 2 on Drew Flores' triple with 2 outs.
I mean, right on cue. Just as I was calling for it, it's like Drew's listening. Ball was hit deep there into center field, gets past the center fielder, scores 2 easily, and Drew showing you he has a lot of wheels here and wants to show you he can get to third sliding and get safe easily.
Well. The Lobos offense is awake, Keaton.
And here we go. Back in this ball game, down by 1.
Got a pinch runner, obviously, for Drew down in the third. I didn't see a number, but it doesn't matter right now as Bryson Denning steps in with a chance to drive in the tie and run as Forney's going to go have a discussion with their pitcher.
And you got another capable hitter here.
That's why they want to go to the bathroom, Keaton.
Well, you got you another capable hitter here in Bryson coming up here from the shortstop position.
Man, we needed that.
Yeah, we definitely needed it.
Put some pressure on him, and then Drew, man, wanted it back. He hung in there. Let me see if I can see what that pitch was, Keaton, that he did that with. Do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I rewind your stream here?
It's just one of those deals, man. These Lobos seeing this pitcher for the second time around here. Once they got a hit, there was another one, and then another, and they just became infectious.
It was that slider. He hung it, Keaton.
Yep, he did.
He's lucky that ball wasn't ripped out of here.
I mean, he hit it in a place where the center fielders, if you look at it now, has scooped back a little bit more.
Yeah.
Now.
There are a lot of hitters in this district you can hang that pitch to, but Drew Flores is not one of them.
Yeah, and
he spun that up there on a tee for him.
Oh yeah, and just one of those things that, man, these outfielders, they haven't seen no action at all today, so they probably fell asleep a little bit out there too. But to our defense, we thank them for that.
Popped straight
and that's
up.
out of field. That's out of play here. Looks like
I don't know. The third baseman's calling for it, and he makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out. But the Lobos score 2. We got a ball game. Keaton, you're watching Lobo baseball live on Longview Game Day.
All right, we're back. How about that half of an inning there by the Lobos here? We're going to be working off of one camera for the most part. Frank is needing to take a quick break here. Don't worry, he's gonna be all right. He's a Lobo. He's gonna be back with you. So for the meantime, in the between time, you got to deal with me. And these Lobos right now has struck back 2 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. You know, that was just a big hit that we've got just to start off in the inning by Roman Guidry, the lefty. Gets a hit, a bloop over the third baseman's head. Get it hit over there. Then next thing you know, Kiefer, who was being pitched away, finally get a pitch inside, and he hits it hard to advance the runner 90 feet. So you get runners at first and second. Cole comes up the plate. He gets out. Then Drew, coming, needing a big hit with 2 outs, gets a big hit to left center field there, gets past the center fielder, and once that ball goes past him, Drew was rolling around second. He wasn't going to stop. He slides into third as he scores the 2 guys that were on base. That brings our count now to 3-2. As you see out there, you got Kiefer Doxey, who had a little bit of trouble in that 4th inning, is coming back out again in the 5th. I see right now you got Houston Rowe in the bullpen, still warming up a little bit here. So if things kind of get away from Kiefer, you may see Houston here, but I would like to not. I would love to see Kiefer kind of work his way up out of here and get us a quick inning and let them bats come back again. First pitch is hit straight to JV, and that is 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out. Gotta love it for the Lobos there. As JV loses his hat in the process, looking cool, catching that ball in stride. And here comes the second at bat here. It's number 12, Nick Castaneda. He's playing third base tonight for the Forney. Yellow Jackets, or Yellow Rabbits. And their first pitch is a strike there, breaking ball pitch. Paint that outside corner. Pitch number 2 is a fastball. There's Bryson, routinely catches it, throws it, gets him out here. So Kiefer, as I said before this half inning started, love to see him work through it. And here he is in 3 pitches, 2 outs, keeping that pitch count low right now. So doing an excellent job there. And here we are at our third batter is Landon Ritter. He is the catcher, batting from the left side of the box here. And Frank is faster than we all think. Fastball pitch here is fouled off. Kiefer is doing an excellent job this half inning. Love to see him finish it off, get this third out here. Breaking ball pitch is down low in the dirt. It's going to be a ball. Bring your count to 1-1 here. Sets up for the third pitch here, and there's another pitch in the dirt. Ball here, 2-1 count here. Two and one. Here comes the 4th pitch as Kiefer's getting his signal. Foul ball here. The batter swings a little late. Fouls it off to left field.
This is Landon Ritter. And if we recall, Landon has been asked to bunt his first 2 times up and has done so unsuccessfully because Birds have advanced on wild pitches both times, I believe. So 2-2 now to Ritter from Doxey. Working on a shutdown inning after his Lobos scored him 2 runs to get him back in the game. Keaton, looks like I missed a couple quick outs. What happened?
Yeah, first pitch in the inning, it was a hit hard to center field. JV caught it. The next pitch, or the next batter, he took 2 pitches, hit it right at shortstop Bryson Denny, and him routinely makes the grab and makes the throw to first, gets him out. And here we are, full count now here with the third at bat.
Full count pitch pulled foul. Doxey looking for his first clean inning of the day. Would be a perfect time for it. Get his Lobos back in the dugout. Get the offense cooking again. Hit to center field. JV's coming up for it. Oh, he overran it. It's over his head. And Ritter is running. It's going to end up a stand-up triple if you score it that way, or an error in center field. However you want to score it, it doesn't matter. The run's going to count if they get it across. So JV misplays that out in center field. A little bit of the wind, a little bit of the sun.
Yep.
He came in, what you're supposed to do, but way over his head.
And to his defense, that ball looked like it was hit low enough to where it was gonna stop right there in front of him.
Yeah. If he'd have just stood where he was when it was hit, it'd have been right in his face.
Yes, sir.
Either way, now Doxey's going to have to work to get out another jam. Drew Chaney, the first baseman, steps in. A wild pitch here or a single, and the lead's back to 2.
Wind is blowing now hardly to the left side of the
First
of
pitch
the
from
outfield.
Doxy. Little slider the misses. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Click share if you would. And if you're watching from 40, we appreciate you tuning in as well. We understand you've got your own stream, but it makes sense while you're here.
And I hope you like it while you're here.
That's right. That misses. 2-0. In the bottom of the order again, Keaton. Just giving us fits.
Yep, this is where Forney has done most of their damage at tonight. It's just been just making Kiefer throw more pitches than he wants to. They're not going up there swinging at a lot of bad pitches.
And Doxy falls behind Drew Cheney 3-0 here. And if you're going to give your first baseman the green light, this is a spot you do it. See if Kiefer tries to sneak a fastball by him, and he has the green light, but he hits a dribbler to third. Guidry's there. Play made.
Excellent job there by Tubbs, getting the out, not letting that runner at third come across.
That was actually Tubb. I'm sorry, not Guidry. Back at 30 seconds to the bottom of the fifth. Sorry, Lobos trail 3-2.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital, or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
Rabbits leading up to bat for the Lobos is JV.
Come on, JV! Go, JV!
Keaton and I are back. Sorry. Some between innings beef jerky was a horrible idea. JV swings the first pitch from Wells for a strike.
And shame on you, Frank.
My fault. Good, though.
It is good.
JV leading things off for the Lobos after an error that wasn't costly in the top half. And Wells drops in a 0-1 slurve for strike 2. Nothing you can do with that unless he hangs it like he did to Drew. JV in a quick 0-2 hole. Fouls that back, and Damian Kennedy waits on deck.
You remember JV's last at bat here, kind of fouled some balls away here. I think 2 or 3 at least. Kind of got a chance to see a lot more pitches than what the other batters before him did, but now he coming up his second time around. Has another batter on his hand, 0-2 count.
Hit hard into right center field. The right fielder's back. That may be over his head.
Yeah,
JV can flat out run, Keaton.
He's taking that double there, and that's an excellent job. Excellent way to battle back after what he did. That misstep in that top of the fourth or top of the fifth inning as he does his dance. Comes away with the leadoff double here.
We've noticed it all night. The outfielders are playing very, very shallow. All of them. With the wind blowing straight out, that one might have bit him.
And it definitely has cost them a couple of times here. So
Damian Kennedy steps in. And if you're Goldman, you probably think about bunting with the speed on second base. But especially with the quality of stuff that this young man has on the mound. You get JV to third and see if Jackson Mount can just put something. Not Jackson Mount. See if Carson Ford can put something in play to scratch JV across. But again, if hitting it's hard, bunting's not easy either. So
nope, not at all.
See what he decides to do with Kennedy. Ton of speed on second with JV.
But I think that is definitely the right call.
Shows bunt. And again, it's going to be impossible to lay a quality bunt down with a two-seamer running back towards your fingers. Not impossible, but you know what I mean, Keaton.
It's hard to see it. Especially when the ball is coming at you. It's starting off and then it's breaking.
Mm-hmm. And in a
just naturally, you're turning too.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like it's coming right at your chest.
Mm-hmm.
And in a district this tough, you gotta win games like this, Keith.
Yes,
you just have to. You're gonna have to win some games that Cole doesn't start, and this would be an awesome one to come back and win here against a quality starting pitcher. But again, don't want to put the cart way in front of the horse here. It's only the 5th inning. So Kennedy back in. Let's see if he shows bunt again. They throw behind JV. It hits him. It gets past him. JV's gonna make it to third I was about to say without a throw, but. There we go. Don't have to bunt now.
Hey, heads up base running there by JV. Throwing at him 2 times. Second time hits him.
I think that hit him on the arm, didn't it?
Yep, man. He's gonna take off running the third quickly as anybody with speed should do.
So here we go. Now we're down to Kennedy and Ford. All one of these 2 young men has to do, in all likelihood, is just put the ball in play. Obviously, easier said than done with the man on the mound and the stuff he's got, but Kennedy with a shot here to tie the game for the Lobos if he could hit one up the middle. Swings it a slider away. Nasty pitch.
Down and away there.
And again, this is 8-9 for the Lobos. And Peyton Woods in the hole if they get to him. If they get to Woods, they probably tied it. But Kennedy back in here, 1-2 now. Same pitch, missed away. That's good. Just a tough one to lay off of.
Yeah, that's a good eye there. Way to lay off of it, down 0-2. It's good to see him stay in.
Swings at a slider and misses.
And that's that pitch there that's been giving these batters tough fits tonight, especially if it's thrown in on them. It's been making them dodge and try to get out of play here.
Carson Ford, the designated hitter for the Lobos.
Infield is in.
Gonna have to slap one past one of them here.
A good hard hit here would definitely get you a run.
Remember, JV's got a ton of speed, moving on contact. It's gonna be a close play at home no matter what. Swings at looked like a changeup breaking away.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it was a slower pitch there. The way our batter swung.
Went back away with a fastball, and that missed. So Ford evens the count at 1, looking for a ground ball to find a hole, and there are a bunch of big holes out there with the infield in. Just again, top of the order waits on deck, Keaton.
Got the 2-1 count here. Pitch has been pitched. I mean, you've been pitched away these last 2 pitches.
Ford ahead.
3 pitches.
Way ahead. And because you're a lefty, he can't come back to that little sharp slider because if he misses it, it's right in your wheelhouse. Speed your bat up.
Again, you see these outfielders, they're just not moving. They're in.
Ball 4.
And here we are to the top of the lineup.
The Lobo fans brought the noisemakers tonight. I like it.
Yes, indeed. 3rd time now seeing this pitcher.
Peyton Woods do have some action down there in the Forney bullpen. Got a righty warming up down there, too far away to see his number. But the leadoff man, Peyton Woods, steps in with Roman Guidry on deck. And that was Lawson Tubb that made the play at third to end the inning, not whoever I said it was. Guidry, I'm sorry, he's in right field tonight. Peyton Woods, left fielder with a chance to tie this game up for the Lobos. Swings at that slider away. He was geared up to hit that first pitch fastball, and
the last second that ball goes.
Yeah, it was coming out of it before it got to the plate.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the pitcher well set up on the extreme left side of the mound with one toe, basically. On the rubber, sorry, Keaton. As Woods swings through the 0-1. Now he's behind 0-2. Going to have to just tighten up, shorten up, find a way to dribble one and play, and you tie the game. Got too much speed probably to turn two here.
Yep, there's a time.
I mean, no, it's unorthodox, but wouldn't have hurt maybe to square and bunt one of those first two, at least tie the game here. Either way, 0-2 now to Woods.
Catcher set up outside here, maybe for that same type of breaking pitch.
Comes back with it, misses away. Let's go, Peyton.
Peyton is working right now here.
Like I said earlier, Keaton, for some reason, every one of our streams has some crazy drama. We can't
right.
just have a blowout win and go home happy on a Saturday.
Hey, man, these kids know that they're here for a fight, and that's what Coach Goldman wants.
1-2 to Woods. Tried the old fake at third, throw to first play with nobody at third base. It didn't trick anybody. That has been banned in the big leagues. One, two now. Come on, Peyton. Just serve that little slider the other way. Oh, he takes it, strike three.
Sees it looking, strikes out looking there.
It looked like he hung that one, Keaton.
Yep. And that was a pitch though. You gotta battle. You're in a 1-2 count here. Which you gotta run in third position. You gotta be able to pick the bat up off your shoulders and swing. And it's just unfortunate we're on the outside and we're on the outside looking in. That it looked differently down there.
Oh, of course. That's a nasty pitch, man.
Yes, sir.
So, the sweet swinging lefty, Roman Guidry, the right fielder, going to take a hit now.
He got the first hit of the game for us, and hopefully he can get another one here to keep this inning alive.
He tries that backdoor breaking ball on a lefty and misses away. And you can't walk him here with 3, 4, 5 coming up. So he's going to have to come in with the heater because you can't loop that slider in there either to the lefty. So let's see if Guidry is ready to hit the fastball. 1-0 coming. Here it is. Popped up into foul territory, way out of play. A little late on the fastball, but can't blame the kid. He's probably throwing 92 miles an hour out there.
Yep. 1-1 count here. 2 outs. Runners on the corners here. It's a big-time hit that you need right here from Roman Guidry.
1-1 now. Sorry about the screen going black. My camera ran out of battery down there in the dugout. We'll get that switched for you. 1-1. Hit to the second baseman on a couple hops. Fielded fairly cleanly. He's out. They called him out. So Forney gets out of a jam. Lobo fans don't love it, but it's 3-2. We're going to head to the 6th inning. Lobos trailing by 1.
Hi, I am Emily Kidwell Ramey, Longview's local independent insurance agent. I specialize in home, auto, life, and commercial. I'd be more than happy to help you with any of your insurance needs. And go Lobos.
Next batter up, Jackson Mount.
We're back. We are back. Doxy's still on the mound. Jackson Mount at the plate for the Jackrabbits. He lines a line drive into center JV. Oh, what a play!
Heck of a job there, making that dive and grab to get the first pitch, first out there. Heck of a job there. Those are catches right there. Those are plays that give your team momentum, keep you alive in games.
Excellent play out there, and one of those plays that you either make it or it's a triple. You know, Keaton? Maybe even inside the Parker as Jackson Mount's got a little speed. Tyler Chapman, the second baseman, takes the first pitch from Doxy away. Doxy settled in. He's had one kind of off inning, Keaton. Not a bad inning, just a little bit off.
Yes, sir.
And that's where the lead comes from right now.
Yeah, but he's working right now in the 6th inning, so anytime you get a pitcher working into the 6th, that's a quality start.
Hit hard. Doxy's going to stop it from going into left field, but no way to make that throw across your body.
No Derek Jeter's around here, but, you know, shout out to Bryson Denton. He's
got some range over there,
He definitely has a lot of range.
So an infield single for Tyler Chapman. That's about 3 infield singles today that are only called infield singles because of Bryson Denning's range. Should have trickled into the outfield with anybody else out there. Leadoff man, Cal Salazar, with a man on first now. Forney lead down to 1 as we get into the final innings of this one on a beautiful Saturday. Turned out to be really nice, Keaton.
Yes, sir.
First pitch from Doxy to Salazar. Misses low. Back up the middle. That's a single.
Nothing you
Forney's
can do
cooking
about that.
now, yeah.
Yep, nothing you can do about that. A hard hit ball there. Hit right up the middle.
Just Doxy missed with the fastball and left it middle. And the leadoff man does what you're supposed to do with that pitch, Keaton. Just drove it right back up the middle for a single.
Yes, sir.
Let's see where Drew was set up. Yeah, Drew was set up on the inside part of the plate. And he missed it up and down the middle. So on a tee, gonna have a pinch runner out at second. And see what's going on. Got a little mound conference here. As
I think because we got this time out here.
A couple pinch runners. Yeah, I didn't know if they're gonna
a substitution. Can't see these numbers here with these yellow jerseys in white lettering from up here in the box. Can't tell you who's out there replacing as soon as I can.
2 runners on. Next batter up, Jaden Samaniego.
So Jaden Samaniego, the 2-hole hitter up now. Top of the order, 2-3-4 due up here. Forney with a chance to kind of break it open unless the Lobos can make a couple good pitches here and get out of this jam. The first pitch to Samaniego is a fastball that he drives straight back into the net for a foul, strike 1.
So the pinch runner that's on second is Noah McQueen. And as soon as I catch who is the one that's on first as a pinch runner, I'll let you know as well.
That misses away, 1-1. I don't think that's a pinch runner. I'm not sure. I don't think they can pinch run for the left fielder too, but I don't know for sure. I may be very wrong.
He doesn't have a mark by him, so he wasn't in the lineup. So, and he's not on here.
Oh, at first?
No, second.
Oh, I got you. I thought you said there was a pinch runner at first base. My bad. My bad.
I thought they had 2 pinch runners.
Popped up center field. JV coming in on it. Makes the play.
Not hit deep enough there.
We'll take it. Those are the easy ones.
Yep. There's 2 outs now.
And the 3-hole hitter, Lucas Ramsey. Been up in a couple big spots today, and luckily Doxy's been able to handle them. Would love to get back to the dugout. Keaton still only trailing by a run. Starting to put a little bit of pressure on Wells. He's not quite as crisp with his command here late.
Yes, sir. And then he has to battle the three-hole hitter.
The 3,
Kiefer
4,
comes
5,
up.
that's
Yep.
right. Where we did our damage the first time around. Got to get there first, though.
Got to get there first. Got to get this out.
Doxy set now. 2 down. Lucas Ramsey at the plate. 2 runners on. Top of the 6th. Lobos trailing by a run. Hard hit into the gap. That's going to score 1. Valentine's there to get it in to keep the second from scoring, but it is 4-2. First pitch fastball delivered into center field, or right field, sorry, right center. And it's 4-2 Keaton.
Yep, was able to get an insurance run on that hit. That ball was hit right there in the gap there. JV did an excellent job of showing his coverage skills and just catching it off the hop and only giving up 1 run. But that's an insurance run from this Forney team, and we have the battle. Need to get this out.
Cleanup hitter Dylan Dryman. Shows bunt. Dowdy's bunting here with 2 down. Pulls it back, strike 1. Drew throws behind the runner. He stole second, but it wasn't, that did not appear to be the, hey, I'm going to throw this guy out throw.
Not at all.
I think that was a strike, but I'm not sure. It was. 0-1 now. So, I mean, if they're going to give us free strikes, we'll absolutely take them, Keaton. That was a hittable pitch he just let pass.
It really was.
They've been hopping on the first ones all innings. So, 0-1 now to Dryman. 2 runners in score position. Lobos cannot let them both get home. They've already got 1 insurance run across. Doxy misses low. Going to need his offense to scratch a couple across. Got to get there first. 1-1 coming. There's a good one. Looked like a little cut action on that fastball. Caught the outside part of the plate. And if you've got command of that changeup, this would be a perfect time to bury that thing. 1-2. Slider popped up into center field. Valentine's underneath it. Makes the play.
There we go.
So we're headed back to the dugout, but Forney scores a run. We'll be back here in about 30 seconds for the bottom of the 6th on game day.
Hi, I am Emily Kidwell Ramey, Longview's local independent insurance agent. I specialize in home, auto, life, and commercial. I'd be more than happy to help you with any of your insurance needs. And go Lobos.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. Lobos have 6 outs left, needing 2 runs to extend it, 3 to win it. Kiefer Doxy going to lead things off here for the Lobos, your starting pitcher today. First pitch driven into left field for a single. He's 2 for 3.
There we go here.
All right, Kiefer hopping on the first pitch fastball. I love it. And Cole Ramey comes to the plate. Now we're down by 2, so manufacturing a run with a bunt just simply isn't an option. I mean, it is an option, just a bad one. Not bad, ineffective. Keaton, how about that's a better way to work?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we'd love a run, but one run ain't doing anything today.
That's okay, though. You continue to keep working here. You got a chance to get your leadoff batter on. Now you got your cleanup hitter batting now.
Cole takes a first pitch like a little cutter of some sort that worked its way off the plate. And
Cole's
never lasted by it. Was slider.
Mm-hmm.
Slider set him up for the fastball. So
yep, you took the words out of my mouth here. So hopefully
he's sitting on that pitch.
Yes, indeed.
Like Drew was, and he hung it. Doxy's back.
Safe there.
It's that time of the game, folks. Keaton Daniels is standing up.
I can only sit down for so long. I got to stretch these legs out.
I thought it was nerves you're working out.
No, not at all.
We're not there yet.
No, we're not there.
That slider away. Cole swings and misses. No, when it gets crunch time, we're both standing up pacing. That's one thing I do miss about being outdoors. That tall table where we're standing the whole game.
You worried about me shaking the table, knocking everything down?
Yeah, not worried. It literally happens. I'm just worried it doesn't turn our stream off. We're about 2 hours into this one. Another good throw over Doxy's back. Been some good moves today. I'm surprised no one's been picked off yet. Another good throw over. I mean, we'll take that. He's eventually going to sling one into that fence and give us a free base, but Doxy's not far enough off the base to get him here. Can't imagine he's running. His run, for all intents and purposes, doesn't mean anything. We're down by 2. 1-1 to Cole. That was a changeup for sure. Good job laying off of that one. Had to change the scoreboard up a little bit today, Keaton. Where the logos are supposed to be black, but Forney's logo is all black, so you couldn't see it.
Yeah, you have to switch it up.
That fastball missed. Oh, no. Oof, they throw behind Doxy and almost get him. He slipped, headed back into first.
Well, the catcher did us a good service by not throwing it hard.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx him here. Maybe that's reverse announcer's jinx. The last time we saw Cole Ramey at the plate here with a 3-1 count, he one-hopped the wall in the center.
He did.
He jumped all over one. So here's the hoping.
Here's
Wells.
a good opportunity here.
Sorry, here's the hoping Wells throws him that 3-1 fastball. He's hunting. He does, and he fouls it up out of play. Just a little late. Off the net. Full count. Keaton, this feels like a massive pitch in this game right here.
This is, 3-2 count here with no outs.
I feel like if he loses Ramey here, we're going to see a new pitcher. And I don't know who's in that bullpen, but there's no way he's got better stuff than this kid.
No,
you know what I mean? He just simply does not.
Yeah, and you got to be.
Again, may just be pure hope on my part, but full count pitch to Ramey. Big rip at that. He tried to kill that.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Timed it up too, Keaton.
And again, this infield was a center fielder. He's a little bit more deeper now.
And one thing to be leery about is Cole has not seen that slider this at bat that he swung through twice last at bat.
I don't think he's going to see it.
If I'm being honest, I'm not sure why he hasn't. If he's going to see it here, and this kid, he's done it a couple times today in full count, still on the slider. Here we go, full count pitch to Ramey. Throw back over, back in time.
Excellent job there by Kiefer, staying at home. I know it's full count here.
About to cross the 2-hour mark on the stream. Been pretty smooth. Back, another full count pitch. Cole Ramey at the plate. Kiefer Doxy on first. Nobody down. Lobos trailing by 2 late in this one. There's that slider. Brung him up.
There he goes. There, he finally gets it at that that pitch, and he lays off of it, and it was a strike.
I don't know. What's the word, Keaton? They say moxie. Kid's got a lot of moxie.
He definitely does. Throwing that on the
pumping 3-2 front door sliders is crazy work, Keaton.
Crazy work, man.
And then command it like that. It's like he knew it was there. He was waiting for the right time to throw it. He didn't do it last time to this young man. He missed with it, and Drew almost took him out of the yard.
And still the field, as we watching him on cue, he definitely scoots back a little bit more.
I really do, Keaton. He's seen him 3 times. Drew's about to hit something hard. I just hope it's not right at somebody. 1-0 pitch to Flores. There's that slider. Didn't break back. He's ahead 2-0 now. Come on, Drew. I know you can't hear me, but
Drew's in a good position right here.
I'm sorry, Keaton. He can't risk hanging that slider here. I think he's got to go to something hard.
Yes, sir. And throwing something hard, I believe, is right in Drew's forte. You throw a hard pitch at him, he's going to get it out of here harder.
There it is. He ran it in on his hands, fouled up. I think it's out of play, though.
Definitely.
You heard it hit the bleachers?
Definitely. Drew was trying to get it.
He was early, timed it up, but he was able to run that 2-seamer back in just towards his hands enough that Drew couldn't do anything with it.
Still
ahead, though.
2-1 count here now.
Flores back in, well set now. 2-1 coming. Another good fastball, another good swing.
It looked like that was a good pitch right there to get out of here. 2-2 count here now.
And again, if you've never been out to the ballpark here, this place is massive, Keaton. I mean, massive. This is year 4. We've never had a home run on stream.
No, sir.
There's that slider. Didn't hang that one. Nasty pitch. Swing and miss. Just nasty, Keaton.
Yep, that is, man. It's been nasty all night. And here we are into the 6th inning, and it looks just as good as it was in the 1st inning now.
Inning now. Lobo shortstop.
Bryson looked like he's cut his hair a little bit.
Wells misses away with a fastball. Lobo's down to 4 outs. That's the thing about baseball I love the most, Keaton. There's no clock. We don't go home until they get them. 1-0 coming now to Denning. Throwing over again, Doxy's back. Or is that a pinch runner? Did we miss?
I do believe.
No, that's Kiefer. They pinch ran for him last time.
Yeah, no, it's still Kiefer.
Denning ahead. He's got power too. Lives in the weight room. We saw him hit a tank on the Texarkana stream out in Texas High.
He's capable of it.
I saw him yank one out of Hallsville this year too.
Hallsville is a big field too. That outfield seems like it just goes forever.
We got that win. You can see the flags out there, Keaton. It's blowing straight out.
Been blowing either straight out to center field or sometimes it'll take a dive out to left field.
I don't want to be picky, though. I'll take a shot in the gap, make it a 1-run game. Fastball, they're going to throw behind Doxy again. Getting close, but they just can't get him.
Yeah, they've been throwing at him so much this half inning.
He's not going to be able to come back and pitch. He's so tired.
Saw him one time when he dove in, he just laid it down on the ground like, come on, man.
Quit straight off the base. All right, 2-0, Denning way ahead. Look for something and drive it. Little 2-seamer comes back across the plate.
All right, 2 balls. Is it 2 strikes now? Or 1?
2-1.
2-1.
Bryson Denning, Lobo shortstop. Senior. Doxy at first. Check swings a fastball that misses high. Ahead in the count now with JV waiting on deck. JV delivered a single, or actually a double his last time up. Sorry about that.
Led off with the double. Wasn't able to get him home, unfortunately.
I thought it was 3 off the bat, to be honest with you.
I did too.
So Denning up 3-1 here There is no secret to what he's trying to do. He's looking for a location. Gonna keyhole it. Keaton looking for a spot, and he's just gonna swing as hard as he can, be as early as he can be, and see if he can't tie this game up. 3-1 Bryson Denning. Got a good swing on it, but that two-seamer ran inside on him. Unfortunately, it's a full count now. And he's come back and struck out the last two hitters after falling behind with those 3-2 sliders. Any chance he does it again, Keaton? What do you think?
Yeah, man, he's been having it dealing so far. I think this will be the time where that pitch will come right back at us again.
Denning calls time. There it is. He missed he didn't. He rung him up. 3-2 slider catches the front door. My goodness, Keaton. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Top of the 7th here on Game Day.
New pitcher.
Hello, I'm attorney Brett Godarzi. What does it mean when a law firm's represented over 25,000 East Texas residents? It means that results matter. They found that we were never outworked and that no law firm had the grit, the determination to see them through. 99% of our cases settle because insurance companies fear our results in the courtroom. When you're our client, we'll put you on our back and we'll carry your burden for you. We hope you never need us, but if you do, we're here to help.
Top of the 7th inning, Lobos cannot afford Forney to push across an insurance run here. New pitcher now, that's going to be Houston Rowe, little brother of the Lobo quarterback across the street, Maverick. First pitch from him, a little loopy breaking ball catches the zone. Maverick came in Wednesday and shut the door on this Forney team. Got the win in extras for the Lobos. Got good stuff.
Here goes another breaking ball pitch.
Lanky, soft toss and lefty that's just kind of all arms. Tough to pick up first time you see him.
Yep, and Houston, we mentioned this before, he's a heck of an athlete.
Play a little DB for the Lobos?
Yep. Also can play some quarterback for you as he's played his first 2 years, and this year he moved out, or in the spring of last year moved out and play some DB.
And you saw a little two-seam action on that fastball. Ahead 1-2 now. Driven back up the middle. That's going to be a single. Good at bat there by number 12, Nick Castaneda, and that's going to bring up Landon Ritter. And again, we've mentioned he's been in the spot several times tonight. I've asked him to bunt every time, so I suspect we'll see it again.
Yeah, he's come up to bat a whole lot.
Keaton, we're wrong. That's Roman Guidry on the mound.
Oh, we are wrong.
Didn't even know he pitched. We do now, though.
We definitely didn't see him out there warming up there, but
shows bunt. Gets down a pretty good one. Guidry fields it cleanly. Gets the out at first. But now Insurance runs in scoring position. Sorry about that, Roman. Guidry family, we know you're watching. We apologize.
Used to sending you out there in the outfield tonight. Wasn't looking for you to come in and pitch, so I apologize.
Going to 100% blame that on Keaton. So Roman Guidry showing the same type of good stuff Houston Rowe has. I forgot Houston pitched the other night, so he can't pitch tonight.
Gotcha.
Unavailable. So Guidry now needs to tighten up. Can't let this insurance run come across as Drew Chaney, the first baseman, steps in. And again, bottom of the order has been a thorn in the Lobo side tonight. That's driven up the middle. Denning plays it off the mound, fields it cleanly, throws over. Ramey's there. 2 quick outs. But now, run number 5 sits 90 feet away at third base. Left on left here now as Jackson Mount steps in, the designated hitter for this Forney ball club. We could really use a quick inning here from Guidry. 2/3 of the way there. Good swing. Fouled straight back, though.
Pitched it in, this time on the lefty's hands.
That's driven in center towards JV. It's going to fall in front of him, and run number 5 is going to come across.
Nothing JV can do there. That ball just hit short right there in the center fielder in front of him.
See who's batting there. Pinch hitter? There's not. Tyler Chapman's going to hit. You have a pinch runner out there for the designated hitter, it looks like. At this point, there's so many bench players for Forney, we couldn't write them all down. If you're watching from Forney, you know who that is. If you're watching from Longview, you don't care. Represents run number 6. Now the Lobos are going to get 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th against what I presume will be a relief pitcher. We won't know until he gets out there, though, but Tyler Chapman, the second baseman, bats for the 4th time today, and he takes a good first pitch fastball in there for a strike from Roman Guidry. I'm not sure who moved out to right field. I can't see. That might be Rowe out there in right field. Another lefty out there.
Yeah, I've seen him with the lefty's glove on.
That ball's hit to the shortstop. Denning's going to go the short way to second. That's it. Good job by Guidry limiting the damage. We're going to head back here for the bottom of the 7th. Lobos down to their final 3 outs here on game day.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
Okay, we're back. And your Lobos are down to their final 3 outs, needing 3 runs. But we've seen these Lobos enough to know this one ain't over, Keaton.
No, sir.
Javari Valentine's going to lead things off. Takes that first pitch slider high. This would be a perfect inning for Mr. Logan Wells to lose that release point. We wouldn't hate that at all.
Not at all.
But with that insurance run, sorry, Keaton, they brought him back out. There's a strike. .93rd pitch of the game coming for Will. So he's got 17 to play with here. And a foul back. That is a slider. Javari Valentine fouls back.
So be a good time to get the leadoff batter on base.
You ain't lying.
Make that pitch count run up a little bit more here.
No time's a bad time for that. This is a really good one.
Yes, sir, especially right here. With no more innings left to play after this one, if you don't get yourself tied up.
Sits on that one. Same pitch he's coming back to. Slider, slider, slider.
And
Don't blame him. It's a good one.
And he's shaking his head. I think he's timing that pitch up pretty good. He's feeling good about himself.
So do it again, right?
Yep.
Valentine digs back in. 1-2 coming. I wonder if he goes back to that or throws the heater away. And he throws the heater away. Just misses. Landon Ritter did a good job framing that one, but not well enough to get the call. And the count evens at 2. Another slider. Just missing the plate. Those are great pitches, Keaton. Got to give this young man some credit at the plate laying off of those. And that was full. I'll be honest with you, he might be my favorite player on the team. Just seeing him in the dugout last year. He's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Full count to JV. Hard hit into right field. Not hard hit. Well, it's flared but falls out of play.
Full count here. He's seeing a lot of pitches. He's definitely running that pitch count up. Mm-hmm. But this will be a success if he can get himself on base.
If that would have fallen past the right fielder, I think we would have had 3 there.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it's full now. Javari Valentine, Logan Wells comes to the plate with it. Swipe through it. Sorry, Keaton, strike 3. And Damian Kennedy, the second baseman. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. That is number 17, Evan Wagner.
Pinch hit here.
It's the first time we've seen Evan on the stream. That's who it's going to be. Right-handed hitting Evan Wagner. It's going to pinch hit for Damian Kennedy. Carson Ford waits on deck, then the top of the order. Lobos down to their final 2 outs. For the most part, it's been a pretty well-played game. They just ran into a really good starting pitcher today, Keith.
Yes, sir.
Keeper did a good job, for the most part, keeping the Jackrabbits off the scoreboard.
Yes, sir.
He takes the first pitch. Fastball in there, and it's got a – this poor – I want to say this poor kid. Evan, this is his first time seeing Wells today, so not going to be fun, unfortunately, seeing these sliders for the first time as he swings over the first one. This is just a really, really tough at-bat for a righty coming off the bench. Down 0-2 now. Slider, strike 3 swinging.
Made quick work of it there. That was a tough at-bat for him.
Yep, back-to-back strikeouts. And I'd be curious to see the final score, the box score, how many strikeouts he ended up with. Looks like another – no, we're not. Carson Ford, the DH. The Lobos down to the last out. And, again, we appreciate everybody tuning in. If it ends here, we'll be back Tuesday night with one of these two, the softball or baseball. I'm not sure who's in town. We'll figure that out between now and then. 0-1 now to Ford. Wells looking to go the distance here. Again, this is the reigning 6A pitcher of the week in the state, so hold your heads up high, Lobos. You did more with this kid than the last team did.
Absolutely.
1-1 now.
Made him have to work a lot.
That slider catches the outside part of the plate. Still disgusting stuff. Late pitches probably number 105 there, so his 106th pitch of the game coming here with a chance to end it. And he misses with a changeup low. Again, top of the order waits on deck. Needing 2 base runners before you have a chance. Ford levels the count at 2. Fastball misses high, so the Lobos not out of it yet.
Nope, starting to lose a little bit of that command there.
It's pitch 107. 107. 107 coming up. So if he loses him here, he can start the next batter. Full count pitch to Ford. Strike 3 called, and game over. Logan Wells goes the distance, and Forney comes to Longview and evens the series at 1. Big district win for Forney, Keaton.
Yeah, tough loss there for the Lobos, losing one of the district games at home after coming back early in the week and beating this Forney team. They're going to end up in the season with the split of one another. Tough loss there, but hey, sometimes, like we said earlier, just sometimes the way the ball goes.
And I believe I just heard Logan Wells struck out 15 Lobos in 7 innings. That'll do it for us here at the baseball complex at Longview High School. We'll see you Tuesday night live for something. You've been watching Lobo Baseball live on Longview Game Day.
Go Lobos.